That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you kickstart the biggest series for the Amazings yet. And we're live from Citi Field. How we doing? How we feeling? It's your guy Wardy here. We're live from the Cadillac Club right now in right field as I was just watching Juan Soto have a tremendous game at the ballpark. Brett Bonds, Baty, my brother called it pregame that he hit a tank. I said pregame that Lindor would hit a tank. They both hit a tank. What a big game for the Amazings to kickstart this homestand. How we feeling, everybody? The boys kickstart at least a 6-game homestand here against the Chicago Cubbies with their 22 wins so far this season. And the Mets had themselves batting practice against the soft-tossing Jameson Taillon. You know what, Billy Epler? Maybe the Mets didn't need to go after Taillon after all those years ago. He was absolutely horrendous. Out of here in 4 innings. 100 pitches, not a problem. How are we feeling tonight? I am so amped up to break down this ball game with each and every one of you. This is the latest New York Metropolitan postgame show officially presented here by Tri-State Cadillac, SeatGeek, and BetUS. And how we doing, everybody? I want to see those W's spam the chat right here, right now, as you guys chime in live, as I'm going to break down everything that you guys need to know from this ball game, all the key takeaways, everything in between, folks. And I am the only fan left in this ballpark, guys. Look at this. Take a look with me right here, right now. There is nobody here but Wardy, which is a terrible thing if you're the New York Mets and a great thing if you're me. All jokes aside, guys, look. It's probably, you can't even see it because it's not going to focus well enough, but they have the W's there in the lights, which looks really sick. See that, guys? I am literally here by myself, having a good old time at Citi Field. And I'm so excited to break down this ball game. You have no idea. We're going to pop the jingle in a second. We're going to break down everything that transpired in the 162 in this matchup just here in a second. Thank you so much for the donation, Pat. Pat W. with a $5 haul says, say it ain't Soto, Homer and RBI, Lindor, McNeil, Baty, Holmes, stellar. And I saw some glimpses of old Nunez tonight, all around big win. It was a fantastic win, an amazing win. When not one, not two, not 3, but 4 ding-dongs out of the ballpark, everybody. This is a big post-game show that we're about to get into, again, live here from Citi Field, and I can't thank my amazing friends enough here at Tri-State Cadillac for the courtesy of having me do this post-game show here in their luxurious Cadillac Club, which is far and away the best club that you could access here at the Citi Field as of now. So thank you guys again for smashing a like and subscribe on as your first chime in. We're going to break down everything that you need to know from this ball game in a second, but before I do the Wardy jingle, before I get to all you guys on the chat, and before we do everything else here, let me get to a couple quick donations. Eric Douglas with a roughly $3 haul a little bit earlier states the following. Ain't no mountain high enough for the Mets. Oh, baby. If you guys don't know, Ain't No Mountain High Enough is the other song that Francisco Lindor walked out to today that we saw, I believe, in his third at-bat. Loved it. I was bopping to it right away, and I love the vibes. We got Juliet. Thank you so much for gifting Geraldo Morales a membership here in the live show. We greatly appreciate that, so thank you kindly for that. That really does mean a lot. If you guys, again, are chiming in, watching this live on replay, please hit that like and subscribe button as you come in, as we're breaking down here the latest in Mets land, as the Amazings took down the Chicago Cubbies by a final score of, yes, you guessed it, 7-2. Let's get into all the big things, everything you need to know from this matchup, folks, and let's do it the only way we know how, by doing it with our amazing jingle. You love it, you hate it, it doesn't matter, it's here to stay. After every big victory throughout the course of the 162, we got to let it rip with the one, the only, the official WardyNYM post-game jingle, baby. Let's effing go. From Citi Field.
Post-game. Post-game. Calling all Met fans, come and join us now. Talk about this game and gonna break it down. It's Mets post-game.
Shout out to my guys, Greg and Jordan, as always, with the official WardyNYM post-game jingle. Folks, I'm so excited to get into this ball game and break down because I got to just share the context here, okay? I'm en route to this ball game. I reside in Pennsylvania, so I got to go take the train from Jersey, just hit the city, and then we had ourselves a nice little segment earlier today, at the New York Post Sports at the New York Post official studios there, where we came out with a YouTube segment covering the Mets a little bit on the Cubs series preview. Acuna, Alonso versus Pete Crow Armstrong, everything in between. So if you didn't check out that segment here on the platform and on the New York Post Sports YouTube channel, please make sure to do so. But we had an absolute blast in New York all day long today, setting the stage here to hit Citi Field. And I had an absolute blast also giving away tickets pregame today. 2 tickets there in the section 109 today, right beside me. And I want to shout out Jonathan for being the winner of those tickets that we posted on a short earlier on the channel. And I can't thank again Tri-State Cadillac enough for making that happen as well. They've been absolutely fantastic, a great supporter of mine, and we're really grateful for the partnership that we've had here on the platform. We already got all of our members in the chat, so let's hear from each and every one of you guys. Nathan with the $2 haul. What's good, Nathan? How are we feeling, Nathan? Nathan says, great win on both sides of the ball. It was a tremendous win. A nice, concise, balanced victory here for the Amazons. Game 1 of a 3-game set at Citi Field. We got Kevin, we got Trent, we got Geraldo, we got Nathan, we got Stoney, great member, Rebecca, great member, Chad, great member, we got Broken Jester, great member, Kevin King, great member, Stoney, how we doing again? Going up the list here. We got D-Mac, we got Kevin, we got White Mike, great member, we got JR, we got Brian, we got Dave Kaplitz, as always, great member, great friend here. We got everybody and your mother chiming in live on a replay. We got Anthony, great member, as always, another fellow YouTuber in the chat. Web Loves, how we doing? PB9, great member, going up here. We got Sean MD, great member. We got Daniel Caps, great member. Scott Sandler, great member. All you guys, come one, come all. Daniel Hayes, great member. What a beauty he is. Let's break down this ball game, folks, because what an amazing game it was to be at. I was chopping up there on the concourse the first 3 innings or so of the game with, myself, my brother, and my man Andrew, who helps run our socials, specifically on Instagram. So if you guys see our Instagram posts, which do a fantastic job all the time, thank you so much for the support there. That's my buddy Andrew running things. So it was great to hang out with him and chop it up. And as we're chopping it up, bang, bang, bang. Home run, home run, home run. That is how this ball game got started, and Clay Holmes was absolutely masterful in this one too, folks. So let's get into it, and let's break down this ball game, because it all started there in the first, that we would see Clay Holmes toeing the rubber on his jersey night. We're going to give you a live first reveal you're going to see on YouTube ever of the Clay Holmes jersey reveal. Hockey jersey night there, which meant that after every home run, the Mets are playing the Rangers goal song, which was pretty sick. And I'm sorry to any Islanders fans that get offended, but yes, Citi Field does view the New York Rangers as the superior hockey team between the two. I'm not saying that's how I feel, even though I'm a Rangers fan and feel that way. I'm saying that because the stadium quite literally announced it itself by playing the Rangers goal song after every home run. And it was hockey night here at Citi Field, and they were giving away to the first 15,000 fans a Clay Holmes jersey. As you guys can see, this is a Clay Holmes hockey jersey, as a matter of fact. And because I am the nicest guy on the planet Earth when it comes to covering this Mets team, I'm giving it away. You guys want this Clay Holmes jersey? I'm giving it away. It's that easy. And we're going to do the giveaway tomorrow in our post-game show as long as the boys win. We'll do it in our next post-game show win. We will give this away to one lucky viewer, and that's going to be all, again, courtesy of our awesome friends here at New York Tri-State Cadillac for making today's game happen. So ecstatic to be here. And again, guys, if you want to get in on the Clay Holmes hockey jersey action, your guy Wardy has you covered. This thing is really cool, I'm not going to lie. I absolutely love what you see here on the collar. You see kind of that rainbow coloring. That's obviously supposed to showcase there all the travel that's going on there in New York, and I love it. You have the gray that's going to represent being the concrete jungle, and you obviously have the purple to represent the 7. This is a really cool jersey. I appreciate it a lot, but I think you guys are going to appreciate it more. So that's the next giveaway here on the platform. Tomorrow night, should the Mets win this series? If not, potentially Sunday, Mother's Day, as we'll be right back here to do our post-game show then and there. You guys just got to see it to believe it. But enough of me rambling like I typically do. Let's break down this ball game, everybody. Let's get into it, because in the first, Clay Holmes is facing off against the Chicago Cubs, a top 3 offense in Major League Baseball. Yet after tonight, I'm left wondering, I'm sorry, did the Chicago Cubs fly into town yet? Because I thought that this was supposed to be a competition. I thought that these were going to be tight battles every single game, yet the Cubbies came out not to play, but it looks like the Cubbies are not the big bad bear that is the polar bear Pete Alonso in this New York Metropolitan offense. In the first, we would see, oh my goodness, Kevin, right before I'm about to let it rip, you got to give me $10. Shame on you. All jokes aside, Kevin, thank you for the $10 haul. Great member as always. It says, been loving the vids on your new channel, man. Soto 5 homers in the last 8 games. I did jump the gun on May 2nd, predicted the good play, Den, but maybe I should do that more often. You should do that more often, Kevin. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for the support at WardyMLB. We've already hit over 1,000 subscribers, just 7 videos in. And we dropped a video on everything going right with Pete Armstrong today, and I'm not going to lie, maybe I did post that because I want to unintentionally jinx him because I'm a schmuck and an absolutely sad Mets fan that wishes he was never traded. I don't know. You guys can figure it out for yourself. But Kevin, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. And yes, guys, we saw on the big board right before this ball game ended who has the most home runs in all Major League Baseball in the month of May. All right. It ain't him. It ain't him. It ain't him. Who is it? It's Juan mother effing Soto. That's who. And we saw our bad boy hit an absolute tank tonight. 434 feet. It's out of here. 110 miles per hour off the bat. I had a second guess for a second. Is this real life? Yes, it is. Juan Soto's a New York Met. Appreciate it. He's red hot. He's heating up. I'm not going to have a voice tomorrow. Deal with it. I'm happy right now. Okay. As we break down this ball game, everybody, as I said in the first, Clay Holmes gets Ian Happ swinging and missing right away on the strikeout. He gets him there with a sinker, and that kick starts the ball game. From there, Kyle Tucker with a ground out. Seiya Suzuki with a ground out. An easy 1-2-3. For Clay Holmes, looking like the stud of a starter that he is. Imagine being so idiotic as a Yankee fan and think you wouldn't work as a starter. Just tell me you don't know ball without knowing ball. Tell me you don't know labs without knowing labs. Tell me you didn't appreciate Desi Drewskull when he helped lead you guys to the dance last year. You're getting on Hinge Wardy tonight. I apologize, but a couple fresh brews deep tonight, having a good time, having a great time after this 7-2 victory. In the bottom of the first, who kickstarts the ball game? I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Shut up! It's a bomb! Francisco Lindor gets all that one, his 8th home run of the season. The Mets are up 1-0, just like that. You can't even finish singing the damn theme song because it's out of here. Mets take an early 1-0 lead in this one because of course they do. And who had the prediction pregame? I did, and I'm very proud to say that. Who had the prediction with Brett Baty's bomb? Hated that you guys can't see, and that's okay. We're going to get more into it. Lindor gets the party started. Actually, put your hand in. Just poke it out right there. Hated. He predicted it. All right, guys. The Mets take an early 1-0 lead with Lindor's bomb. Afterwards, Juan Soto strikes out swinging. Then we see Pete Alonso ground out. Brandon Nimmo with a 2-out single, which we love to see. Unfortunately, Alvarez strikes out swinging not long after, but the Mets get up early on Jameson Taillon. And you want to know what I loved heading into this matchup? And I was talking to Draftnik Mark pregame about. We were hanging out in the Heineken Club earlier today. It was a lot of fun. Shout out to Mark. You guys all know him by now. And I said to Mark, what do we think the approach is going to be from Jameson Taillon to Juan Soto today? Because Taillon doesn't walk anybody. But you got to walk Soto or you got to give him pitches to hit. And we both looked at each other and we said, we hope he gets pitches to hit. Needless to say, Juan Soto got pitches to hit. Francisco Rodriguez, thank you so much for the $5. Francisco, thank you so much. He says, Demilla Wardy boy, where can I get info on the Wardy Day at Citi Field? Oh, I got you covered, Francisco. We got the link right down below in the description because I'm on top of it. Check it out in case you guys haven't already. If you guys want to take part in Wardy Day, August 1st here at Citi Field against the San Francisco Giants. We're taking over top left field lounge area. We're going to have so much fun at the ballpark hanging out together, folks, with exclusive perks. The link is actively down below in the description right now. Should be right towards the tip of the top. Get Wardy Day tickets here. Click that link. Bang, bang, boom, you're done just like that. If you have any issues, please let me know. Thank you so much. Lindor was the 3rd or 4th pitch. Walk-up song was over. It wasn't capped because I was singing it the entire time of his at-bat. If you are locked in the way that I am with Francisco Lindor when he first comes up to the plate, you know damn well that song is ringing in your head for at least the remainder of the inning. It's so locked in. You have it in your mind the entire time. At least I know I did. Let's see. I serve pizza. Cubs serve the Mets a home run derby. You're damn right, Hyper. Absolutely. Thank you so much again for chiming in. Let's continue to break down this ball game. And yes, folks, we are actively live here from Citi Field right now. In case you guys don't know, again, I will pan it around just once more. I am the only fan in Citi Field right now. I am not lying. I'm the only one here right now as we break down this ball game. And speaking about breaking down the ball game, folks, after the first, we would see in the second, Michael Busch would have himself a ground out. Carson Kelly would strike out. Pete Armstrong, the schmuck, the former top pick by the Mets, so we all wish never got traded. Yeah, well, he gets on with a leadoff walk. Leadoff walk, I meant to say for him, like his first at bat of the day, and he leads it off there with a walk. We would see PCA, thankfully, come on, throw it out. Francisco Alvarez, El Tro with the cannon, gets him with ease, and the Mets get out of that inning without a problem. Imagine thinking that you can outrun one of Francisco Alvarez or Luis Torrens. You're ballsy, you think you're better than you are, and you got a smack of reality, which is this Mets catching tandem is the best in the National League. David, thank you so much for the $1 haul. I appreciate that greatly. Hit that like and subscribe button, folks, as you chime in. We're live from Citi Field right now, breaking down the latest amazing victory here by a final score of 7-2. And after we would see the second, everybody, the bottom of the second, who gets the offense started? It's high, it's far, it is gone. It's Brett Bonds Baty with an absolute no doubter. He's going opposite field. I'm like, what is going on? It's Brett Baty doing Brett Hitman Baty things, baby. And I am proud to say that I've now been in attendance for Brett Baty's last 2 games with a home run. The last game I was here was the Phillies walk-off where he tanked one off of Zach Wheeler and got sent down the next day. I'm here now. He hits a tank. You're welcome, Brett. We two are the same. We both want you to succeed. Now, do I want Vientos to succeed too? Yes. Do I want Vientos in the lineup still? Yes. Am I happy with today's on-field product with the lefty-heavy lineup still? Yes. All these things can be true at the same time. David, thank you so much for the $5 haul. I appreciate that. David says, hope the Mets can continue the momentum. I will be at the second game tomorrow. Have a blast, David. I'll be back here Sunday, Mother's Day. Hopefully the boys show up for all the mamas and secure either the sweep or the series victory. Anything else, and I'm going to be a sad little man. But as we continue on, the Mets are up 2-0 here. Luis Acuna grounds out, setting the stage with 1 out for Jeff McNeil. More like Jeff McBobs. It's out of here. Are you kidding me? Jeff McNeil with his second home run of the season. The Mets have themselves a 3-0 lead. 3 home runs within the first couple innings of the ball game. Jameson Taillon, are you still warming up? Did you forget it's not batting practice anymore, Jameson? Did you forget? That's really how it felt in this one. Taillon was just leaving way too much over the heart of the plate. And even then, down and in, Lindor, sayonara, out of here. So even if you're getting caught middle, or even if it's down and in on what you feels like a perfect pitch, it is never, and I mean never, a perfect pitch when you face the New York Metropolitan team. They're going to make you pay, and there's so much damn fun to watch. D-Mac with a $5 haul states, I am the OG Jeff McNeil truther. How about a little love for Jeff, everyone? Come on, you know you want to. I like that. Come on. You know you want to. And I got to be honest, as someone who's met Jeff in person, that's attended his charity events, that's interviewed him, that's had a great time chopping up with him and Alonzo and others at said event, I have spoken a lot more negative than positive on Jeff since that point because of his lack of consistent play. The reason why I personally have such a gripe with someone like Jeff McNeil is because I hate the notion of not giving Luis Acuna consistent playing time because you want your veteran to play. It bothers me. Just because you're tied down to a contract that a former regime and Billy Big Bucks, more like Billy Big Schmuck, made happen. But fast forward to present day. Acuna's in the lineup, McNeil's in the lineup, and they all produce for the most part, right? Acuna was not as productive as McNeil today, but that's okay. And I'm really happy to see them both in the same lineup together. I would prefer to see that. With McNeil either getting some reps at DH, getting some reps in center, maybe going to left and giving Nimmo a DH day, whatever makes sense based on the matchup with Winker not returning anytime soon. AJ Minter is not returning anytime soon either. So regardless, everybody, let's get down to breaking down this ball game because I do actually have to wrap it up relatively soon. So after the McNeil home run to make it 3-0, Tyrone Taylor, everybody, then gets on with a single. Francisco Lindor strikes out swinging and then steals, we would see everybody. Tyrone Taylor steals his 3rd base of the year, but the Mets don't do anything there as Juan Soto sadly lines out sharply right at the wall. So close yet so far, but that wouldn't change. That would change not long after that. Horner kickstarts the top of the 3rd with a single. Dansby Swanson grounds into a double play. Nicky Lopez gets on with a 2-out walk, and that's all she wrote. Easy work for Clay Holmes. In the bottom of the third, Nimmo with a walk, Alvarez with a single, Baty with his second hit of the day, and Luis Angel Acuna makes things happen. He grounds into a force out, but because Dansby Swanson is not nearly as good as you think as a shortstop, he overthrows it out first. Not one, but 2 runs come in to score, and the Mets are up 5-0 at this point. Nothing else happens from there. Kyle Tucker leads off the top of the fourth rudely there to Mr. Clay Holmes with his 10th home run of the season. That makes it 5-1 Mets. And after a Michael Busch double, nothing else transpires. Thankfully, the Mets get out of the jam there. And the bottom of the inning, we would see Juan Soto with 2 outs do something very special. And Juan Soto rips a no-doubter, his 8th home run of the season. 434 feet that we saw there, 110 miles per hour, and the boys are up 6-1 at this point. And then Pete Alonso, the polar bear, says, everyone's hitting but me. It's time for me to show up, and he does. We would see Alonso rip a double, and then that's it for the inning as sadly Nimmo grounds out. Mets are still up, though, by a solid lead here as we head to the top of the fifth. And in the top of the fifth, Swanson with a walk. A couple ground outs later, we would see the nothing else transpired, thankfully. Easy work for Clay Holmes. In the bottom of the fifth, we would see Luis Angel Acuna get his first hit of the day there with 2 outs. He would then steal his 10th stolen bag of the year. He has pretty much half the stolen bags for the Mets this season. It's crazy. Nothing else happens. We get to the 6th. It's another 1-2-3. The final inning of work for Clay Holmes, everybody. He strikes out Kyle Tucker. He gets a liner on Seiya Suzuki, and he strikes out Mr. Michael Busch for 6 strong innings, allowing just 1 earned run, 3 walks, decent amount of strikeouts, guys. Clay Holmes is now down to a 2.74 ERA on the season. On a scale 1 to 10, I want to see you guys spam in the chat in the comments down below. How would you grade Clay Holmes' final line? Because I'm personally going to give Clay Holmes, after a rock-solid 6 innings of work today, a solid 7 out of 10 is what I'm going to give Clay. Love what I saw from Clay Holmes today for the most part. Really kept the Mets in it, and that's what you love here from one of our top starters. You know, I can't get over Clay. On his Jersey night, talking about stepping up when he needed to. In the bottom of 6, guys, Francisco Lindor with a 1-out single, Soto with a walk, and nothing else happens, unfortunately, from there. We would see in the, top of the 7th, Ryan Stanton comes in, works a 1-2-3 on PCA, Kelly, and Horner. In the bottom of the 7th, the Mets don't do anything. In the top of the 8th, Daniel Nunez comes in for his 2nd out of the year, trying to best what was bases loaded, no outs last time, all thanks to walks, and he starts the ball game by striking out Dansby Swanson because he's not good. I'm saying it right now. F Dansby Swanson. Can't stand him. Still goes run free from 2022 with the Braves. Nicky Lopez with a walk. Then Ian Happ with a walk. Then he somehow strikes out Kyle Tucker. And then Reed Garrett comes in the ball game to escape the 2-on jam with 2 outs. And he does exactly that by getting a flyout on Seiya Suzuki. We get to the 9th. Francisco Lindor there with a 2-out single. He steals his 5th bag of the year. And Soto drives him in with an RBI to right. It makes it 7-1 Mets, baby. Love this from Juan Soto. A home run, a 3 RBI, or at least a 2 RBI day. We love that from the one and only. He's heating up. And then, folks, as we see in the 9th, a run would come in to score as Michael Busch hits a solo shot. But that's all she wrote. A solid inning of work otherwise for Jose Budo. And the Mets go down and win this one by a final score of 7-2. One amazing victory, everybody. The lights are about to turn off at Citi Field, which means it's time for Wardy to leave. But I will see you all again in content tomorrow. Be on the lookout. We'll probably have a video dropping in the AM, and we will have content dropping at night. A post-game coverage at minimum, potentially pre-game as well, depending on how the night goes. Live here from Citi Field. Thank you guys again so much for watching, courtesy of our great friends at New York Tri-State Cadillac. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great night, folks. Thank you so much.